Hello and welcome. If you want to know on how you can get a rock take easily on day 1, then this is the video for you. So, what you need is a aberrant spino. For the stats we use 10k healed with 380 melee and a 60 armor saddle. You do not need these stats, but it's always better to have too much than too less. Then, for the equipment, you will need a hazmat suit, so equip a full hazmat suit and bring a spare if possible, just in case this breaks. Then, you also need a couple of parachutes, bring at least 5, and some climbing picks. So, if you never played Aberration, this map can be really confusing, but I will show you a very quick and safe route on how you can get your rock take axe. So, on the map we are at roughly 44 lat, 40 longitude, and the closest spawn for this would be edge 4, so this is where we start, since you cannot spawn in the blue zone. So, you want to go to this ledge, this is how it looks, and for the landmarks just like so. But before we start, I'm going to turn off the bulldog real quick, because it messes up with the visibility. Now, if you take a look, you will see that there's a big cliff down there, and this will give us a very big shortcut. I had to redo this take because I was in creative mode and did not notice. So again, 10k healed, 380 melee and this saddle. And for this location is at 40 lat, 42 longitude. So from here you want to jump to the left side, and near the end simply jump off and use a parachute. So make sure you have a parachute in your last slot. And if you do not want to tame a aberrant spino and bulldog, I will also have spawn commands on the screen right now. So for this you want to be really careful. Walk and pay close attention. So you want to jump to the left side of these rivers. Make sure that you do not fall in these rivers, because you will take a lot of radiation damage. Same thing here, fall down and use a parachute. So doing so will save you a lot of time, at least 5 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes. So if you do not take this shortcut, you will come from this way all the way down. And so again, location on the map is this. From here we are going to go straight. So, if we go a little bit further, you will notice that we start taking radiation damage. So, if you take a look on the bottom right, you will notice that symbol, meaning we are in the radiation zone. And this is also the reason why you need to tame a aberrant spino. If you do not have a aberrant spino, a normal spino will take radiation damage and will die pretty quickly. So from here you want to simply hug the wall and go down. And as you can see, I got 150 movement speed. Of course you will not have that, but I decided to do so, otherwise this video would be way too long. And otherwise all my settings are on maximum difficulty and single player settings are disabled. So basically this is the same as official servers. So stick to the left side, and if you do not have a good spino, you could consider bringing a mate boosted one. Just bring an extra spino. And it is very important that you follow my route, because if you think to be cheeky and jump down from here, you will make a terrible mistake. So from here you can go straight in this river. Just be careful, this will give you some damage. But as a bonus, as you can see, we now have the water buff, which will make the Spino much faster. So at this point you can take another shortcut. When you see this crystal, right, normally you would walk all the way down here. You can just jump down and you do not even need a parachute, just jump off your Spino and there you go. Same thing here. And now we are getting pretty close to where you can get the rock take axe, which is very nice. Alright, from here we're going to take a right. So all of this is metal, by the way. Of course, it's very unlikely that you want to farm this. And we have to fight this rock take. Luckily it's only level 5. But normally they do not attack you. But if you get too close or if you walk over them, of course they will attack you. So if you are smart, you can ignore most of them. So this is where you can find some rock takes. Okay, we're gonna have to fight this real quick, but I'm going to cut this. Okay, so at this point, Nameless might spawn. Throw your bulb on the floor, have it on passive, and turn on the light. This will make it so the Nameless will not spawn anymore. And you can easily kill them. Okay, so for the location of this, we are at 60 lead, 47 long. And now we are right where you can find the rock takes. But it is very careful that you still follow my route. Because if you drop down here, you cannot get back up. So we are going to show you a location that you can go all the way back. Be careful that you do not fall off. Might want to stick to the right side of here so we can hopefully ignore most of the rock takes. Just be quick, go around this corner, just like so. So this is the main rock take area. Same thing. If you drop down here, you cannot go back up. But these are a couple nests that you can just get with the Spino. And I will show you how you can get them. So there's a nest right here, and I believe, yeah, there's another one there. I'm pretty sure you can get up to 4 eggs just like so. So you want to prepare a little bit and park the Spino, you know, facing this way. Have it as close as possible and take out your climbing pick. So, the nest is right there. If you never use the climbing pick, do not worry. It is very easy to use. You will see this green line. All you gotta do really is spam the mouse button. It is pretty straightforward. You cannot mess it up. Just spam it in the direction that you want to go. There we go. And same thing with wyverns. If you pick this up, all the rock takes will come for you. So have a look at your Spino, right? Pick it up, drop down, and jump on the Spino. Now you will have to fight off a few rock takes. It highly depends on your luck, you know, if they are low levels. Right now we seem to be lucky. But of course, if you're unlucky, there could be like 5 or 6 high level rock takes coming for you. And you might take some serious damage. Alright, so as you can see, we are still perfectly fine. Worst case, you could heal with raw meat, or you can even find a plant that will heal you. I will explain this in just a moment. So just to speed this up, I'm going to quickly go in creative mode and show these nests. So you got a nest right here. Same thing, you can get it with climbing picks. So just pick them up, you know, like you would normally do. And now I will quickly show you the way back. Do not worry, I will speed this up, otherwise the video would be way too long. But at the same time I will make it crystal clear so you know exactly how you can go. Oh, hold on. Disable creative mode. So yeah, I will show you exactly how you can go back, because Aberration can be extremely confusing if you never played it. So just go straight from here. And when we get to the part where we jump down from, I will also quickly show you how you can go back to the green zone. So basically you just want to follow the ramp up, pretty straightforward so far. And be sure that you follow this route, because you can get lost very easy. I still remember playing Aberration for the first time, you know, many years ago. And it was so confusing, the blue zone, let alone the radiation zone, you know, because if you look on your map, it doesn't say much, because obviously you cannot fly. So same thing with this river, you can take a nice little shortcut that will give you a speed boost. And as soon as we get to the point, you know, where we drop down from, I'm going to show it without using the spinal, you know, just to speed things up, because otherwise the video would be way too long. And I'd rather keep it nice and short. But I think it's a good idea to still give you the perspective from the spinal. And as soon as you hedge these rock takes, of course you can simply use a rock take to get the rock take X. But if you still need to get your first egg, this is by far way more reliable. You know, some might say use a glide suit, but honestly that is suicide, especially now that you cannot level movement speed, you know. You might be able to get the egg, but going back, good luck, you know. You got no cryopods either, so... Okay, so this is basically where we jump down from, you know, again. On the map, if you take a look at this, 46, 46. At this point, I'm just quickly going to show you how you can get back, otherwise, you know, rebuild dock, this will take way too long. So, you want to go over this bridge and follow this path all the way up. It is not as straightforward as you might think, so be sure to pay close attention. I'm still going to do it slowly, so it's still pretty clear. But of course, it is much faster than doing it with the spinal. So if you stick to the right side, you have to go this way. So again, as a landmark, we currently are here right now. Now we're going to go up. And as a landmark, you see this big metal structure. You want to go to the left of this. So as you can see, this is a very long way. You know, if we did not take this shortcut at the beginning, it would be a way too long video. So when you are at this river, you know, again, coordinates on the map, you want to cross this river. But if you do this on a spinal, you will take a lot of damage. You can just cross it here, you know, cross it here. Then from this location you need to walk all the way here. There you go, straight. So again, this is all accessible on a spinal and on foot. And if you take a look on the map now, we are pretty much getting in the blue zone. There we go. This is pretty much how you can get out, you know. It is a very long way, but if you need your first rock drake egg, this is how you want to do it.